Have you ever noticed something strange about money? The first few $1,000s feel almost impossible to save, but once you get there, the next $10,000 feels easier. And then suddenly, people start saying things like, money makes money. But here's the real question. If money really makes money, why does it feel like your money is doing absolutely nothing right now? Why does going from zero to $10,000 feel like climbing a mountain, while going from $10,000 to $100,000 feels like walking downhill? That's what we're going to break down today. Most people believe saving money is just about discipline. Spend less, earn more, stop buying coffee. You've probably heard all of this before. And yet, despite knowing all this, saving your first $10,000 still feels painfully slow. You start motivated, you save your first $500, maybe $1,000, and then life happens. A phone breaks, a wedding comes up, rent increases. You take a trip because you deserve it, and suddenly you're back where you started. It feels like no matter how hard you try, you're stuck in a loop. Earn, spend, reset, repeat. So people start thinking, maybe I just don't earn enough. Maybe saving isn't for me. Maybe I'll start later. But the truth is, the problem isn't just money. It's how money behaves and how we behave around money. Let's break this down in the simplest way possible. Imagine pushing a heavy car. At the beginning, it's extremely hard. It barely moves. You push harder, still slow. But then, something changes. The car starts rolling. And once it's moving, it becomes much easier to keep it going. Saving your first $10,000 works exactly the same way. When you're starting from zero, every dollar you save comes directly from effort. You work, you earn, you save. There's no help, no system, no momentum. Let's say you save $500 a month. After 1 year, you have $6,000. That already feels like a lot of effort for a relatively small number. And here's the frustrating part. Your money isn't really working for you yet. Even if you invested, returns are tiny. If you earn 8% annually on $5,000, that's just $400 in a whole year. That's barely noticeable. So psychologically, it feels like, why am I even doing this? This is where most people quit, not because they're lazy, but because the reward feels invisible. Now here's where things start to shift. Let's say you finally reach $10,000. At this point, something subtle but powerful happens. Your money starts contributing. Not a lot, but enough to notice. At 8% returns, $10,000 earns you about $800 a year. That's still not life-changing, but now your money is doing something. It's like having a small assistant working quietly in the background. And as you keep adding more money, that assistant gets stronger. At $20,000, $1,600 per year. At $50,000, $4,000 per year. At $100,000, $8,000 per year. Now compare that to the beginning, when you were doing all the work alone. This is the moment when people say, wow, now it feels easier. But nothing magical happened overnight. You just crossed the hardest phase. The real reason it feels hard. Here's the deeper truth most people don't talk about. Saving your first $10,000 is hard because of 3 invisible forces. 1. Lack of momentum. In the beginning, your progress is linear. Effort equals results. You save $500, you get $500. There's no multiplier. But once you build a base, your money starts adding to your effort. Effort plus growth equals faster results. That's momentum. 2. Psychological resistance. Humans are wired for short-term rewards. Saving money feels like giving something up today for something you can't clearly see tomorrow. Spending gives instant happiness. Saving gives delayed satisfaction. So your brain constantly pushes you to spend, even when you know saving is the right move. That internal battle is exhausting. 3. Lifestyle inflation. As your income increases, your lifestyle quietly increases with it. Better phone, better food, better lifestyle. So even if you earn more, you don't save more. You just spend more comfortably, which keeps you stuck in the same place.
Now here's the powerful shift. Wealth is not built by intensity. It's built by consistency, time, and behavior. Most people think, I'll save seriously when I earn more. But that's backwards. Because if you can't save at $1,000 income, you probably won't save at $5,000 income either. Why? Because habits scale. If you spend everything now, you'll spend everything later. The first $10,000 isn't just about money. It's about proving something to yourself. It's about building identity. I am someone who saves. I am someone who invests. I am someone who delays gratification. Once that identity is built, everything changes. So what should you actually do? Let's simplify it. 1. Focus on the first milestone, not perfection. Don't worry about investing perfectly. Don't stress about picking the best stocks. Your only goal in the beginning is simple. Get to $10,000. That's it. 2. Automate your savings. Remove decision-making. Set up automatic transfers because willpower is unreliable, but systems are powerful. 3. Make it visible. Track your progress, even if it's slow, because what gets measured feels real, and what feels real keeps you motivated. 4. Accept the slow phase. This is the most important part. It's supposed to feel slow. It's supposed to feel hard. That's not failure. That's the process. 5. Increase income when possible. There's a limit to how much you can cut, but no limit to how much you can earn. Even a small increase in income can accelerate your progress. So the next time you feel frustrated, the next time it feels like your money isn't growing, remember this. You're not stuck. You're just in the hardest phase. The phase where nothing seems to happen, but everything is actually being built. Because once you cross that first $10,000, you're no longer pushing the car alone. Your money starts pushing with you. And slowly, that impossible mountain turns into momentum. And momentum is what builds wealth.